Hi all and welcome to Path of Exile video. Today, on my birthday, 10th of May, we are looking at a new hideout. Now, I'm currently in my old hideout, so it looks a bit meh. There's nothing up here anymore, it's all been removed to the new one. This is all gone, or mostly gone, and this is kind of what I was working on as a new area for all the expedition stuff. And then we've got Helena and Nico here, just kind of out of the way. Now I brought the dragon. I used the last of my savings to buy the new MTX, the Dragon Horde stash. I tried putting it over here, but this looks cramped and I can't quite get around this way to get into the map portals. I tried having the map device up here, but it doesn't quite fit because the Dragon Horde would take over quite a lot of space here, and then the map device would kind of sit and block this, the only way to cross, because this is all blocked and there's no way for me to build another bridge across, because that is the way the developers designed this particular hideout, which meant there's not a lot of space up there. I tried having it down here, which was the ideal spot. The larger map device fit. The Dragon Horde was tucked over here. Einhar was tucked in this corner. All of my expedition stuff was over here. The challenge reward trophies I've got were up here. Mannequins were down here. It was stunning. The only problem is I couldn't fit the map device in here without this horrible tree being constantly in my eyesight. It was literally there, and no matter what I did, this would just be there. You can't remove it, you can't edit it, you can't even cover it up because it's just so huge. So this one tree here, a very poorly placed, poorly designed tree, in my personal opinion, ruined the ability for me to use this particular hideout. And with the only choice of map device being this massive one or the ridiculously small one, there was no option. So if we just click on it, you've either got this really tiny one which the portals don't fit around correctly, or this huge one. Now what I would prefer is one that would come about this size, so like a middle-sized one in between these two, which would work nice, you know, but we don't have that. Not without paying some money. So let's go to Helena and let's go to the new hideout that I've spent most of yesterday, Tuesday the 9th, designing, changing, etc. I'm using the Glimmerwood hideout as a base. Here it comes. And there we go, there's a dragon stash. I've got a lot of these torches around to make the area look a lot brighter. So here's the map device again. This is my dragon stash. I've got the display case over here housing my fishing rod that I found. Got Kadiro there in case any visitors of my hideout want to talk to Kadiro. He has a speech for each different class. Lily, of course, is right there. Kirak is there. And then that's about it. We've got some lions sat there just to fill in this gap. I'm not sure I'll be keeping these. I just needed something to fill out this large empty space. I've got Jun and Alva down here. Alva, of course, because you open her temples, they go around the pool thing, and Jun for the safe houses for the same reason. Otherwise these would be tucked away and I would decorate this area a little bit more. If we use the warp drone, boom, we go down to the crafting area. So we've got the crafting bench, the horticrafting bench, the heist locker, a guild stash would sit here, the old sentinel locker, the old seed stash is just here. Then we've got the mannequins. This has got the Corsair set up on it. This one has got the Darkwood set on it. There's this one. This one's got the Carnage set on there, which I used to use for Bleed Bow. And Mr. 9 Lives is really good at doing Bleed Bow, so I might do that build at some point. I'm not sure what I use it for, but I do love, and I've always loved, Bleed Bow. Here we've got the Elite Fate Weaver set, and finally here we've got the Annihilator set. So they're all ready for me just to pop on as and when I want. This was an uneditable mushroom patch, so I've just covered that up with a water feature and some ferns and some trees, make it all look pretty. We hit warp room 2, boom, and we come back here. We go through this one, and this is the expedition area. There's lots of warnings here with all their plaques and the gate and the signposts, etc. So we've got Danag here with the expedition locker behind him with his weapon stash here. You've got Gwyn up here with the gambling, so all her barrels of stock are behind her with a weapon there in case anyone tries to thieve. You've got Tujin over here, again sharing the weapon rack with Gwyn and all of his hoard of treasure that we can bargain from behind him. Down here we've got Rog, who's got the weapon stack right next to him, because we all know that Rog can sometimes give us a big pile of garbage, so he's got his weapons right near to hand just in case. And then that's all of his stuff with all his items, base items in there. And this has all been blocked off by a heavily grown forest. So we go back through here, come up through this little pathway. There's another statue there. Helena's hiding away in the little forest under her own little wooden tree. We've got Einhar has taken this area over and made it into a little hunting area with loads of trees. We got a little random fountain thing here, very strange. The image of Zana, because I have used this hideout before, and when Zana was the main person instead of Kirak, before Kirak was even existed. So I've just left her there. Same with Nivali, who used to be the prophet mistress. She's there with her magical tree. Come down here and we find Nico, who has found a magical sulfite and azurite mine. So he's busy drilling away there with all of his stuff and his toolboard and his desk to draw plans and a thing and his tent, everything all there. And then in here we have our kitchen and a little table there. We've got all of the old masters. There's Katarina. I can't remember the names of all the others, but that's Tora, my favourite one. I never did the original masters, but I do like Tora. There's all my challenge rewards. All of them way back to not Betrayal. The first one after Betrayal, I can't remember which one, which is here. I've missed Delirium because when they released Delirium, that is when my laptop, which I was using to play Path of Exile, decided to fall over, and it took me a while to get a desktop PC. And then once GGG chose to make the rewards for the challenges better, but then make the challenges harder, I stopped trying to get the trophies because they were bad leagues I had no interest in, and I was personally upset with GGG that they made them so hard just to get the level trophy. But in Crucible, I'm back on the challenge reward system again, so hopefully this will increase each per league. And here we've got a little lover's corner with Tane and Cassia. Don't ask me why, it's my personal preference. So that's it. That's the new hideout. If you want me to share this, please tell me in the comments below how I can share this. I've got every single hideout I've ever made saved, so if you'd like any of the hideouts you've seen in any of my videos across the years, please just comment on this video, tell me how I can share them, and then I will do that probably on a Google Doc so you can have all of them. I'm not sure what state some of them are in, where I've reclaimed bits or you know, change things and new hideout decorations have come through, but I'm willing to do that anyway. So yeah, that's the hideout video. Coming up in the next few days we'll have the weekly update. I've almost finished the Champion Corrupting Fever showcase, so that should be out within the next 24 hours, and then within 24 hours of that will become the weekly update, and then that should be done, ready for the D4 Slam weekend, which I will be doing rather than BPL. I'd rather do the Slam weekend. I'm not a degenerate like Baylor Mage and are planning to do both. That is too much for me to handle, so I've chosen on this occasion to do D4 rather than BPL. The reason that is because I've only just leveled 2 characters, both of them the Champion Corrupting Fever build, one in Standard and one in Crucible, so I don't really want to level another character and go through the mapping process again, even if it is in my favourite context of BPL. So I wish the BPL people greatest amount of luck, and I hope everyone has a great time. I will be a spectator in the event. I will be watching BPL a lot. I just won't be participating, and this is the first BPL that I haven't actually at least tried to sign up for. So that's an end of an era for me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next ones.